Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen here of Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering Anthony Richardson's next shot. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Looking at the scope, and you're seeing exactly how Daniel Jones is playing, it's clear he's going to be the starter for the remainder of the year and possibly moving forward. With the Colts being in this bird seat where they're literally going to probably win the AFC South, they're leading a lot of teams by a large margin. It gets me to thinking. It gets me to also believing they can possibly recoup some draft capital. When you think of having Anthony Richardson on your team, even though he's hurt right now because of a freak accident, could he possibly be trade bait or help another team by getting traded? When you think about some of the teams in the NFL and the struggles that go on, look at the Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals were in need of help, and they look like a whole NFL team now, having lost Joe Burrow and gained Joe Flacco. When you think of their trade with the Browns, it was almost instant as far as success. The offense picked directly back up. A lot of the morale picked back up, and you're thinking, overall, what's next? With that being said, Anthony Richardson could be the very next starter for the Minnesota Vikings. When you think of just J.J. McCarthy, and you think of so many different people that could have been traded, like Kirk Cousins, or some of the guys in the Carson Wentz experiment is now on injured reserve. What could have been with Sam Darnold could be with Anthony Richardson. When you think about the coaching staff believes, not only Kevin O'Connell believes in him, there's video proof of him telling him, you're going to play in this league for a long time. You're a great quarterback. You're all these things. So why not engage in a trade with the Colts to get him to your team? If you could possibly get him as a starter and train him in your system and get him to kick the tires in your system, what could happen? You never know. But I think that overall, the Minnesota Vikings have to understand time is running out. You have one of the best wide receiving tandems in the NFL in your grasp. Are you going to continuously waste another year of their career? Are you going to give them another year of being mediocre? Or do you take the chance and you roll the dice and try to hit with Anthony Richardson? Again, he needs a fresh start. They talked about him being traded. His team and his agent have been very clear. They don't want to be backups. They see him as a starter. So what better than going to a team that believes in you? And the Minnesota Vikings, that possibly would have drafted you. Not as high as the Colts did. But could the Minnesota Vikings transform Anthony Richardson? It's possible. That remains to be seen. Just a thought out loud. Get in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Should the Minnesota Vikings take that chance and trade him for a third or fourth round pick, fifth round pick, sixth round pick to the Colts? Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus. And we will see you on the very next episode.